Press the cross button to continue. Press the Options button to enter the settings screen to change accessibility options. Push right on the left stick.
I want that trophy. I want that trophy.
Yeah, bitch, I'm here to take that crown. Make you move it up and down. Pull up the tangerine dreams. Step out of that limousine. We walk in and we flouse it. Yeah, we keep it pink and we bounce it. Hey, it's like I told you so, no one. Take the crown, shut it down, back to steal the show. Shooting star, I'm a bus.
Press the cross button. Press the cross button to go to the lobby.
Doomsday, but not.
And they be talking that bullshit.
Here, I'll show you exactly what it looks like. So there's this guy, his name's Gordon Michael Scally. Now, he was, people called him like a prophet because he would predict things that happen in the world. He would literally predict what was going to happen in politics, what was going to happen with natural disasters. And one of the visions that he had was about the world, how the world would look in the future. Okay. And what he did, he was actually a cartographer as well, so he made maps. He drew up a map, what the world would look like in the distant future. Now, the way the map looks,
Don't tell me it's like blacked out. Like,
check this out.
specific part of LA.
Specifically,
No.
the U.S.
Yeah.
looks like this. So pretty much all of California is underwater. Around Florida, the tide has gone over, and there's a huge, look, it almost looks like a river
Yeah.
in between America now, right? Ontario's covered. Toronto, we're covered. The water rose, and it's just flooded all over.
Yeah.
Now, this is where it gets really scary, right? Because if you take this map, and if you look at the land that specifically all the billionaires been buying, and one of the billionaires being Bill Gates, put it side by side, you see these areas where it's dry in California.
They all have houses there.
Bill Gates owns all that land.
Oh my god.
No, like for real. Bill Gates owns farmland here.
Yo.
Owns farmland anywhere that's
dry.
He's been buying. I think he owns the majority of farmland in America right now, and everybody's moving to Texas. Why? Look how Texas looks.
It's dry, man.
It's dry.
It's affected.
Didn't be affected at all. So everybody's moving there.
Press the
And this
cross
is
button
what
to go to
I
the
guess
lobby.
the prophecy
Press
of
the
how
chat is
world's
enabled
going
when you are in a
future.
party. Hold the touchpad
going
button
on.
to form a
And
party.
yo, and that's crazy too, because obviously celebrities might have that insider scoop, right? But for the people that don't, and it was kind of tricky too. That's why I believe your theory,
Yeah.
because the celebrities that were
Press the cross button to
affected
chat
know
is
this.
enabled when you are in a party.
The people that
Hold the
don't,
touchpad button
then
to
you see
form a
what
party.
happened with insurance. The insurance policies canceled fire insurance right before it happened.
Chat is enabled
Yeah,
when you
which
are in
is
a party.
super sus.
Hold the touch
Super
press the
sus,
cross
yeah,
button
because
to
they
go to the lobby.
predicted it was gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever, right?
But the celebrities, that doesn't even matter to them because they already know the plan. The people that are affected don't know the plan. They got fooled. Like regardless, they got fooled.
Yeah, for all we know too, it could be a thing of they even wanted to take out the celebrities that weren't on board.
Yeah.
Because everybody lives, all the celebrities live in fucking LA.
Yeah, and you're right too. Like, what demolish every evidence of impossible, of how it's possible. The
Press the
fire's
chat
not
is
gonna
enabled
leak
when
out.
you are in a party.
Burn
Hold the
down.
touchpad button to
That's
form
pretty
a
sure.
party.
Really?
Yeah, I mean that's what the TikTok
Most
conspiracies
likely,
are saying.
yeah. Most likely, like all the sus houses come over.
Yeah, that makes sense though, because if we were actually like done a crime, and we could control a freaking natural disaster to happen and wipe off all the evidence clean, and we're all good, we could all move away. Why wouldn't we do it?
Yeah.
It's not even a question of if they can, because they can. It's a question of when would they want to.
Real shit, yeah. And they were saying like,
Now, I
I've
guess.
seen a bunch of TikToks. They were saying like, oh, Hawaii, when they did that laser thing and they burned all that down, that was like the test. I'm like, yo, that's kind of fun.
I know. Because what if that is true? And it makes sense too if Bill Gates owns all of this land and now that it's burned down, he could probably buy more stuff around it or whatever. Who knows? Who knows what they want to do?
Damn.
And that's the whole thing of like we are at the mercy of the rich kind of. We're at the mercy of God first, but it sucks that we have to almost be controlled by whatever moves they make first, and the ones that are at the bottom of the food chain, we have to abide by whatever they're doing, you know, whether it be good or evil. And usually, look how the world's going.
What's the boy?
It's kinda evil.
Those thoughts I try to stay away from because those are the thoughts like, oh, if I have those like right before I sleep and shit, like, oh, I start overthinking.
Like that's my whole life.
Yeah, oh my, yesterday I had a thought of like, oh, like what happens after like death and stuff.
Mhm.
I started like freaking out because I'm like, oh,
You never thought about that?
no, because I've never really had a lock in like, damn, what happens? Like, why am I doing all this for? Just to think? And I'm like, yo, this is kind of crazy because I kind of got sad, but then I was like, okay, I can't think about it no more. Let me just.
No, but you just have to think about it.
Yeah,
That's because the reality is that's the truth.
Yeah.
So the problem is we always want to run away from the idea, man, at one point this is going to end. At one point, your friends are going to get old. All of us are going to die eventually. God forbid it happens tragically, but, you know, eventually that time will come. Now, if we forever just distract ourselves and put yourself in a comfortable position to never even look at it like that, we're just living in, like I said before, it's autopilot. Like you won't take things as seriously as you would if you realize how much power you have to your life and how much time you have with your power. It's crazy stuff, right?
yeah. Well, it's just so weird to think about.
Because did you have that as a kid or no?
No, I
had it as a kid.
Oh, actually, I feared death when I was a kid. Like when all the tornadoes and like earthquakes, like I saw in the news, I'm like, damn, like I'm scared. I have so much to live for.
Yeah. I hate how it really takes tragedy to make you open your eyes.
Yeah.
Because lately what I've been doing is I've been practicing gratitude. Like when something really good happens, that's when I start to think, okay, I really have to soak it all in and be really grateful because how many more, and you shouldn't think in a sense of you won't get more of it. Like think in abundance of good times, good memories, but think of the times that you can enjoy and can remember to. Okay? Because, yeah, man, it's hard to see like my Lolo and he can't can't remember stuff. Like it's hard to see that, and when I'm his age, I would want to remember all the good times. You know, like that's what you feel like you're just gonna remember all of that.
Yeah. And I see something that was like, oh, when you're old and stuff, you're gonna remember the things that you didn't do rather than what you did. Usually, it's usually like that. I'm like, damn.
I disagree.
Really? No,
Yeah,
but we're not old yet. That's
Oh,
why.
shit.
But like, whenever I talk to old people, they're like, "Oh, you should do this because I didn't do that." You know what I mean? Why do they always remember the things that they didn't do rather than the things that they did?
I disagree though, because if we're talking about people that got documentaries and things, you know, people with a very high caliber of life that accomplished great feats and shit, right? I don't think they think that. Maybe they do. I don't know. But probably everyone to each their own. However, I think it's just the majority of people that live their lives don't live their lives to the fullest. Because what do you really, really want to do? Are you doing it right now? Yeah, I feel like it.
In pursuit of those subjects,
Yeah.
dispatch.
Now, if you go outside, ask everybody our age, same question. That's not an answer that's very common. You know? It's really not. It's really not. So that's why you got to be grateful. I'm actually here. Yeah, living something I love, and a lot of people like never get to.
And that's why I've seen on TikTok is grateful now because the TikTok ban is causing like mayhem. Because so you know how people's careers were built on TikTok,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and now people are like, oh no, like what I'm gonna do next? I wasn't grateful this whole time. I thought it was gonna be a never-ending app. Like bro, I even remember my accountant telling me like, this is when we first started.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you're making decent money now, but what in 5 years? It's like that shit replays in my mind because it always plays over. It's like, yo, you gotta have a plan. What if in 5 years it doesn't work out? But then I told him I was being very eager. Right? I was like, oh, I'm gonna be so up at that point that it's not even gonna matter, right? But that was just the belief in myself, like, oh, I'm gonna be good regardless of what happens. You know, for other people, obviously, it's like, yo, you always have to stay in that mindset. Oh, it's not always gonna be there, but you gotta be grateful right now that it's happening. Make your plays now.
When I hear about that stuff, for me, I think of it like this. You know what Mr. B said?
What?
Mr. B said, if you were to take away all the subscribers, everything, and just gave him a refresh channel, he would be able to build up that channel to what he already did.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it's just here. It's in the mindset. It's literally everything you learned, the wisdom you got to get there, and conquering a new feat. So sure, you built all of this, that. Now, that's impressive. What's even more impressive is if you can do it again, but
Wow.
after failing. Yeah. That's like Joe.
Look
That's
at you.
different. Yeah, I think that's what Joe told us. Remember, he's like he likes starting from zero because it disciplines him enough to keep going. Mm-hmm. Because if you get too comfortable being great at shit, then
Yeah.
you're not gonna get
Get
that
your
much
juice
better.
in for good.
Because you hit the certain piece and you're like, oh, that shit. Yeah. But if you're always thing on, like, I want to go into directing, and I know I'm shit right now. But if I keep freaking making myself obsessed, hungrier, wanting to be better, wanting to be the best, I can get there every single step, every single day, as long as I stay obsessed, as long as I stay hungry. But let's say I drop it, and all of a sudden, boom, that's the greatest film ever made. What do I do for the next film? Fuck.
You have to be disciplined and not be like lazy.
Yeah, that's
You know, I also found out a crazy story of why you know Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis, one of the greatest football players, like one of the best defensive players in the league. So like quarterbacks would not throw his way, just because like he would put the players in the hospital.
Oh shit! So he was a defender.
Yeah, he was a defender, and he wore specifically number 52. Right? So when he was small, right, his stepfather would beat up his mom, right? And he would, as a little kid, like that's traumatizing to see that, right? So him being so like he wanted to become stronger and he wanted to become disciplined. So when he asked his mom, he's like, "Can I get a deck of cards?" His mom's like, "Oh, you don't gamble." His mom's like, "I've never been a gambler. I don't believe in that. The Christ doesn't believe in that, so we're not gonna do that, right?"
Yeah.
So weeks later, his mom and the stepfather have to fight, right? And they were crying both together. So the deck of cards has 52 cards. Yeah. So what he did, he took those 52, went into the garage, and flip every part. Do 7. Okay, I'm gonna do 7 push-ups, 7 push-ups. Ooh, a check. Okay, I'm gonna do 10 push-ups, 10 push-ups. So rotate that whole thing, push-ups, sit-ups, like, I don't know, burpees, do the whole 52, and by the end of it, how much fucking push-ups and sit-ups?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. So it's 2025 and the new year means new opportunities. I know a lot of you guys that watch have a business of your own, so 2025 is the time to start. But a lot of you have questions like, how do I get started? How do I come up with a brand? How do I sell stuff to people? And what will I even sell? But take a deep breath because Shopify's got you. And how do I know? It's because I have my own business and I had the same questions when I started. So here's exactly what I learned. So the best time to start your business is right now. Shopify makes it simple to create your brand, open for business, and get your first sale. Get your store up and running easily with thousands of customizable templates. No coding or design skills required. All you need is to drag and drop. Their powerful social media tools let you connect all your channels and create shoppable posts and help you sell everywhere. Scroll. Shopify makes it easy to manage your growing business. They help with the details like shipping, taxes, and payments from one single dashboard, allowing you to focus on important stuff like growing your business. So what happens if you don't act now? Will you regret it? What if someone beats you to that? Don't kick yourself when you hear this again in a year because you didn't do anything now. With Shopify, your first established in 2025 has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/jumpers, all lowercase, JUMPERS. Go to shopify.com/jumpers to start selling with Shopify today. That's shopify.com/jumpers, JUMPERS.
This episode is brought to you by Green. Get this. Adults with financial literacy skills have 82% more wealth than those who don't. From swimming lessons to piano classes, us parents invest in so many things to enrich our kids' lives. But are we investing in their future financial success? With Greenlight, you can teach your kids financial literacy skills like earning, saving, and investing. And this investment costs less than that after-school treat. Start prioritizing their financial education and future today with a risk-free trial at greenlight.com/Spotify. Greenlight.com/Spotify.
But that's what you do every day. Now, this one, no, I gotta finish that 52-deck card. So I'm like, yo, he's one of the biggest, like, players.
Yeah.
52, that makes sense, man.
Yeah, that's real.
The reason he wears that, that's what got him big. So,
See, I love those things, especially in stories when they have those little
You give it
Easter
to me?
eggs. Yeah. That's not just a number. That number relates to something even deeper that you didn't
Gotta give it to me.
And I think it's even more special when it only,
yeah.
you know, because I have a cousin and he has a tattoo. You never want to tell me. Okay. I think that's what makes it special. You know, because it's something that only he'll know, and the reason he has it is just to remind himself. It has nothing to do with anybody else's judgment, anybody else's, I guess, care. It just matters to him. Sure, it may look cool to you, but to him it means something completely different.
Yeah, that's better because I know a lot of men that get tattoos just so they can get compliments from their friends. Like yo, bro, everyone gets like that certain tattoo, fam. Okay, that's sick, bro. Like, but what does it mean to you? Nothing, fam. There's zero importance to you. There's all the importance to your friend.
Yeah.
What?
To be fair though, art is art.
Yeah. Okay.
To be fair, art is art. Like, if somebody wants to get some.
Button to go to the lobby. press the cross button to go to the lobby.